What's going on, everybody? It's David Danko back at it. Look at this clean ass piece right here. Beautiful. We're gonna pack this real quick while I run another thing of sharks. We are approaching 70 million XP, which means I'm that much closer to 200 million. Although when sailing comes out, I probably will rush sailing. I'm hoping it's a viable skill. That way I don't have to worry about doing the most. And yeah, but anyways. Anyways, there we go. Give it this one. There you go. Cheers, y'all. Cheers. We on that. Alright, well, today it's my day off work, so I've been just chilling, hanging out, playing RuneScape, working on my alternate accounts at Pest Control and Motherload Mine while I fish and cook on these. What else? What else can I inform you guys on? Nothing too serious. I guess we could watch a video together. Let's pull up Cringe of the Week. Or actually, Urban Decay. Alright, let me kill the RuneScape music, and this is called Urban Decay from a podcast called Fleckus.
That's the end of Cringe of the Week. We're now moving on to Urban Decay. Alright, our first story from Urban Decay. Remember the Charlotte story we talked about last episode where the guy attacked someone at Food Lion?
Yeah.
We have an update. They arrested him, but they let him go.
Yeah, it has been revealed that both men who attacked and beat a Food Lion employee in Charlotte, North Carolina were released from jail less than 24 hours after being arrested. And we covered this already, the one guy who had been arrested 11 previous times, including for violently assaulting a woman. And if you guys remember that clip, weren't they kicking him in the head when he was down and cornered him into a room?
Yeah.
A second location? So
They let him go.
Charlotte, sell.
You calm now?
Yeah.
That was the last
I'm
one?
going to take the handcuffs off.
Number 12.
Yeah.
That's the last one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they'll get him again.
Fuck these guys, man.
And we have another repeat offender from Charlotte as well.
Yeah, breaking Dontavion Craig, who has been arrested a mind-boggling 51 times, was just arrested again yesterday for assaulting a woman in Charlotte, North Carolina. He was released from jail 10 hours ago. When will this stop? It won't.
51 times assaulted a woman and got let out.
And you can see the evolution of his hairline across the 51 arrests. And now there's not much left. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't stop.
Bro, it's disgusting. I'm a felon myself, and if you're arrested 51 times, I'm sorry, you deserve to stay in prison. I'm sorry, you do. You're not someone who can be rehabilitated.
The judge from releasing him.
Do you think he knows his Miranda rights by heart by now?
Yeah.
I got the right to remain silent.
Right to an attorney. He counts them off on his fingers.
I
He goes,
know,
you
I
missed
know."
one. You can't keep me now. You missed one. You didn't read it off the card.
He's got like experience with getting arrested, you know? Like,
yeah. If a cop arrests him, like a rookie cop, he'll go, no, you don't do my fingerprints until after. He's correcting the cop on the procedure.
Cell 3?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take myself over there. I'm getting out of here in a couple hours, right?
I'll show myself out.
Get a quick
Looks
meal.
like I did make the lunch window. Like he knows all the ins and outs.
And then you get lunch, you get a free meal, which is like a gift.
McDonald's, they usually
knows his Miranda rights by heart by now.
Yeah.
I got the right to remain silent.
Right to an attorney. He counts them off on his fingers.
I know,
You
I
missed
know.
one. You can't keep me now. You missed one. You didn't read it off the card.
He's got like experience with getting arrested, you know? Like,
If a cop arrests him, like a rookie cop, he'll go, no, you don't do my fingerprints until after. He's correcting the cop on the procedure.
cell 3?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take myself over there. I'm getting out of here a couple hours, right?
I'll show myself out.
Get a quick
Looks
meal.
like I did make the lunch window. Like he knows all the ins and outs.
And then you get lunch, you get a free meal, which is like a gift.
McDonald's, they usually buy it.
And then they let you go.
Yeah.
So, and then, we have some election results as well for mayor. Can you read that?
Yeah, Charlotte, North Carolina voters have reelected for a fifth term Democrat Mayor V. Lyles in the wake of Irina Zarutska's murder. Lyles wrote, "We will never arrest our way out of issues such as homelessness and mental health." And she's one of those white.
I'm sorry, I'm not for the new mayor in New York. That's just me. A Muslim mayor should not be running New York. There's already parts of America where at 5 a.m. they're playing the fucking prayer music for like the Muslim culture. And I respect that religion, but this is America that grew up on Christian and Catholic values, not Muslim. And no, this is not time for change. This is time to stick to our roots. Bottom line.
Black ladies.
And she won with 70% of the vote.
Yeah.
70% of the vote. I'm trying not to be black-pilled, but like we said for New York City, 70%. Here you go. Here's Charlotte.
Yeah.
Here's what you get.
Enjoy the spiral down the toilet bowl.
Yeah, it's already been flushed, and now you're just spiraling. And I feel bad, obviously, for everyone who gets hurt and assaulted and murdered. But when 70% of the people vote for a black mayor to vote for a black mayor, good luck.
Yeah.
This is what you get.
Yep.
We have some general urban decay here. We have a hot coffee toss on a fast food worker.
She said properly and apologize to somebody for being here over an hour. That's what you can have. Yeah, within 20 minutes. Fuck you. Now, catch that hot ass coffee.
She had a line prepared.
Catch that hot ass coffee. Assault, violent assault, and you got to hit the line.
Yeah. Think she had that prepared before?
I think she thought of it in the moment. But for a lot of these people, when they do a violent assault, they do a line, and then it makes them feel like I didn't just kick someone in the face. I didn't just give someone second-degree burns. It was catch that coffee. It wasn't.
Stop playing on my phone.
Yeah, it wasn't a violent repeat offender thing. It was I hit a line. This was the hood justice.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And I'm sure they'll let her go if they can arrest her. She was mad that she was waiting too long for her food.
Yeah.
That was the issue.
That's what set her off. In her pajama pants, flip-flops with socks, and felony assault.
Probably paying with EBT.
Yep.
So we're complicit. Mm-hmm. Next, we have a shooting that happened in a school, and listen to why.
A number of witnesses on scene who'd said that earlier in the day that Jacory had bumped into Pignon on school campus and had asked or told Pignon or told Jacory to apologize. He would not. The two agreed to meet after school off campus to fight. So right after this shooting, Jacory ran back onto campus at Oak Ridge High School. Our school resource officer, Deputy Nelson Rodriguez, heard the shooting go out on the radio, immediately started coordinating with school administrators at Oak Ridge High School. The school was placed on lockdown, and as information was coming in about who was responsible for the shooting, Jacory Redding was located in the school.
I don't even know the person, but I'm already circling the name.
Cafeteria, and he was also in possession of the gun.
So he was arrested, and he shot somebody because he didn't like the other guy's manners.
Yeah.
It's about manners.
It all comes down to manners with these young urban youths. And it's a 15-year-old Jacory killing a 16-year-old. And, you know, this guy, I think there's something, he goes back into school with a gun. Like, you're on the run. Do you think you're going to get away with it? And go, better keep my head down. He grabs a mop. He starts
doing homework.
Yeah.
What? We're in lockdown. What happened? You got a gun in your pocket. I'm doing homework.
You got gunshot residue all over your hands. Yeah, just fucking retarded stuff. He probably hit a line too. Like, catch that bullet. Catch that bullet. Should have said sorry.
Say it again.
Yeah.
Say it again. All right, now moving on to our anarcho-tyranny section. Our first story in our anarcho-tyranny section is this young man in Texas. They tried to give him a decade, 10 years in prison for speeding.
Yeah, and basically this guy is total scumbag behavior we can't endorse. He was essentially doing social media clout, like no license plate car speedaways. Like he'd find a cop, flick him off, blow past him in Dallas County, Texas. Revealed police arrested Tellez after he stabbed a man 7 times, resulting in his death. Tellez left the crime scene, returned with gasoline, then doused the dead man's body with gasoline and set it on fire. Tellez was initially charged with homicide, but pled guilty to the lesser offense of manslaughter. He received no prison time for his conviction and was placed back into the community with community supervision for 8 years. And was this guy an illegal?
Yeah.
So an illegal immigrant stabs somebody and then comes to douse their body with gasoline. But we got to give the young white man who's speeding in a BMW 10 years.
This guy.
Tellez can go.
Yeah. And then we'll knock that charge down to manslaughter.
Yeah.
What? And then can you read, this is another example. Well, this is the same example, but yeah, you get probation for murder is the takeaway there.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the vibe is it's not a good thing. And like, I know we don't have consistent laws across every state. Some states have weird little caveats and weird little things, but it's hard not to pay attention to a certain type of person always getting off and always getting fucking let out. And then when someone is white or like someone should have known better, the hammer drops on them or like the prosecutor takes a special interest, right?
Because white people should know better. For some reason, they have some standard or whatever.
Yeah.
And I found this meme of some lady judges, and it's POV, used a firearm in self-defense and are about to be thrown in jail for decades because you didn't retreat from the violent 34-time felon who was threatening your wife with a knife first.
Yeah. And then think about all the things like, say there's a liberal prosecutor, a liberal judge, and you don't have the money for the best high-end defense attorney on earth. It's like the prosecutor says, we're going to charge you with these things, which might go a little farther than they would on any fucking street thug, right? And then the judge determines what evidence gets led into the courtroom. So the whole case might be stacked against you, like the way they did it with Derek Chauvin and George Floyd, like what the judge allowed the jury to see. Like the jury's making a decision without the full picture because the judge is a little liberal. The judge is a bald-headed black lady, and you shot a gun, and this is...
You're white, you know better.
And this is Massachusetts, not a gun-friendly state or something. So there's just so many pieces that can contribute to this anarcho-tyranny. And here's our last example. This is just a guy talking about it. This is on the smaller level. But it's a restaurant owner in Seattle who's competing with people who just buy meat and show up with a food cart and don't have to do any health inspections.
For this taco truck,
A business like Sergio Garcia's
that's my book for license.
needs up to 5 licenses or permits
All this is my license and everything. That's a big book
to sell food legally.
for my permits.
Money per year do you pay to follow the law?
Some more than 50,000.
$50,000 in fees, including taxes and insurance.
And these guys, meanwhile,
Says nothing, not pay nothing.
It's against state law.
So the food truck people have to pay all these fees and licenses and health inspections, and then the people with the carts, they just show up with meat that they buy in the black market. Maybe it's like recently expired. Who knows if they're keeping it at the right temperature? Who knows if they're cleaning their thing at the right way, in the right way?
Yeah.
And they just get to do whatever, and no one gets them in trouble. And the reason no one gets them in trouble is because they don't have a permanent address. They're just on a cart, so they can't do the process of like sending them a citation.
Yeah.
So they just don't.
Still cooking over here. I appreciate you guys tuning in. That podcast is called Fleckus Talks. Fleckus, Yeah, FLECCAS space talks, and he has a really good podcast. Something good to listen during work. Anyways, I'll let you guys go. You have a good day, and I love you all. Alright, see ya. Bye.